TYT is partnering with participant media to help solve the climate crisis. Wouldn't that be great? Now, look, you got to check out our series, 10 Days of Action, to learn more about what you can do to make a difference. And go see an Inconvenience sequel, Truth to Power, in theaters in New York and LA on July 28th and nationwide August 4th. So Anthony Scaramucci last night puts out a tweet about how Priebus is a leaker. That's what he seems to insinuate, and saying that he's going to report him for felony crime to the FBI and Justice Department. Scaramucci is the White House communications director. Priebus is the chief of staff. This is unprecedented within the same administration. He later deletes the tweet in a panic, and then he says, no, I didn't mean that it was Ryan's. Then he goes on CNN for half an hour and says the fish rots from the head down and it's not me and the president, clearly indicating it's Ryan's, okay? But now that's settled because Ryan Lizza just came out with an article explaining that Scaramucci did call him last night and confirmed that he was talking about Priebus. The knucklehead did it on the record. Oh no, but okay, so.
Oh, it's so good though. I'm so glad he did it on the record because there are quotes in Ryan Lizza's piece that will never be forgotten.
So I want to concentrate on the Steve Bannon part here because the Ryan's part has been talked about a lot. And so I don't know if he forgot to say it's off the record or he was just like, he once famously said, I like to stab people from the front. Well, we've got some front stabbing here. So here's what Steve Bannon is, the chief advisor to the president who just hired Scaramucci. He says, I'm not Steve Bannon. I'm not trying to suck my own cock. What?
Communications director.
That's the communications director for the White House.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my God. And then he said, I'm not trying to build my own brand off the fucking strength of the president. I'm here to serve the country. Wow. So the White House is in an open state of warfare with itself.
Yes.
Everybody hates everybody else at the White House. The management incompetence here is record-breaking. No one has ever been this incompetent as a manager, at least in the public sphere. So he's like, okay, I'm gonna hire this Trump now. I'm gonna hire a bunch of you guys, okay? Now, Scaramucci in the CNN interview said about him and Reince, we're like Cain and Abel. One of them killed the other one, and he said that on TV. Anyway, so the reason for the bad blood in the background is that Scaramucci sold his financial company because he thought he was going in the Trump White House. And Priebus prevented that earlier on in the beginning of the administration. So this is like Sopranos level stuff. So I guess in Scaramucci's words, he cock-blocked him, okay? And then, so Scaramucci's like, what the hell, I sold my company and I'm out here. And so finally Trump goes, I'm gonna hire Scaramucci to do communications. Priebus, who apparently was right about this, is like, that's a really bad idea.
Right, and that's the reason why Sean Spicer resigned.
So he can't block him. So Scaramucci comes in, Spicer goes, this is outrageous. So I'm leaving. Spicer was connected to Priebus. And Scaramucci comes out and he's just like, he's got a couple of shivs. He's like, so Priebus, oh wait, hold on a second, Steve Bannon. I don't suck my own cock like you do.
Or try to. Okay. Try is the important word there. No, but okay, so that was great. And the quotes that come from Ryan Lizza's piece are amazing and you should read the entire piece. But to me, the most interesting component was the fact that Scaramucci called Ryan Lizza to understand who the source was from the White House who let Lizza know that Trump had a meeting with Sean Hannity and a bunch of other goons, right? And so Scaramucci's freaking out. He's like, who told you that? Who told you that? I need to know, I'm gonna fire everyone in the communications department unless you tell me who it is. And Ryan Lizza's like, I'm not telling you what my source is, dude. Like that's not gonna stop me from protecting my source.
Okay, right before he sent the now infamous tweet about Priebus, Scaramucci tells Lizza, yeah, let me go though, because I gotta start tweeting some shit to make this guy crazy.
Oh my God, what is going on?
Okay, so then Scaramucci says, what I wanna do is I wanna fucking kill all the leakers. I wanna get the president's agenda on track so we can succeed for the American people.
Communications director. I mean, wow.
I don't have enough hands for the facepalm you have to do for this interview. Like, what? Okay, but the Bannon lines I think are the best ones. All right, so these are the clowns that are now in charge of our country. So this is all fun and games because they're all just stabbing one another. But these guys make decisions that affect everyone's lives, sometimes life and death decisions. You trust them to make the right decisions? Look at how grotesquely incompetent they are.
Yeah.
These buffoons are now in charge of the most powerful military in the world and the biggest government, and I fear for us all. I fear for the planet with these guys in charge.
It's enough to scare a coochie.